Over the many years, Claire has played many roles within HeartGift. She has served as an at-large board member in the Louisiana chapter. She has served as the board chair of that chapter for many years. As part of my interviewing process to get to HeartGift, she was on the interviewing panel. And so for me personally, Claire has served as a mentor for many different ways and for many years. She has also brought some really incredible relationships and people, important people in the Louisiana community into the chapter there in New Orleans to bring awareness about what we are doing. And so she's been very instrumental so many ways. If I had to say one thing about Claire, is that she is an incredibly passionate relationship builder. And she knows, I think it probably is because she knows how important this journey is for these families, these heart families. And so she gets it firsthand. And so she is very easy to tell the story of HeartGift and very easy for her to tell the story of what it's like for these families to go through this heart surgery journey. And so when Claire talks about HeartGift and talks about this journey, people listen.
Let me tell you, let's talk about Claire a little bit. I've known Claire. She, I believe, joined the HeartGift chapter here almost in the beginning of its inception. And Claire is a force of nature. Let me tell you. And it's also been my privilege to get to know her and to work with her. I found out quite early that I think this was a deeply personal journey for Claire. Having been a parent herself of a child with congenital heart disease, I think she was very easily able to empathize, with the parents and with the children. And Claire was here in the hospital nonstop, all the time. She was at the bedside, not only supporting the child, but supporting the parent that was accompanying the child. Claire would just go above and beyond, and she helped advocate for the child when the child's parent could barely advocate for themselves. I heard of Claire doing so many, if the child's feet were cold, she would get them socks. If the food wasn't good enough, or the food, they weren't used to eating hospital food, then she would arrange for some better food to be delivered. I even heard that she may have done some people's laundry at some point. She lived pretty close to the hospital, so she was able to be back and forth, and I just don't know how the parents would get through it without Claire.
We are honored to take a moment to say some words about Claire and to celebrate her many contributions to HeartGift tonight.
I met Claire, it was probably my second or third day at Children's Hospital, and she and Stephanie came in to educate me on the life-saving care of HeartGift and the surgeries that happen. And you could tell quickly that Claire is someone who probably doesn't hear no, or you wouldn't want to say no to. But I got excited with her energy and enthusiasm, and I said, Claire, what would it take for New Orleans to win, to be first? And she said, probably 10 surgeries. And I said, well, let's do 12. And now I know that probably made her a little nervous because she has to go fundraise for those 12, but you wouldn't have known it in the moment. She was all in, which describes Claire. She is an all-in kind of person.
Claire has made on the HeartGift board in Louisiana is we've all been able to witness the energy, and board members, you know what I'm talking about, the energy that Claire brings to everything HeartGift, board meetings, whatever events we have. She brings such a positive influence to it. The wonderful thing about Claire is, of course, all of HeartGift is focused on the children that we're saving. And Claire focuses on that as well. But her broader focus is on the parents, the mom. She thinks about that mom who perhaps was in a small village in Africa, making her way to the airport, a place she's never seen, and getting on an airplane. She's never even been on an airplane, with a very sick child, all on the idea of hope that her child can be fixed, travels across the country, and that's where Claire kicks in. She really focuses on what that mom must feel like because she was in those shoes at one time, and she understands. She oftentimes showed up at the hospital and sat with the mom while surgery was going on, just holding her hand. They might not speak the same language, but they both understood exactly where they were emotionally.
Congratulations, Claire. This honor is well deserved. Personally, you have been an incredible mentor. You've been my North Star for so many years. I appreciate everything that you've done for me personally, but also everything that you have done for HeartGift. HeartGift as a foundation, the time that you spent on the board, leading with incredible strategic insight and your opinion, we value every bit of it. And everything that you've done in New Orleans, you have truly, Claire, set the standard for what is done right, the way it should be done right. And I just thank you from the bottom of my heart. We all thank you for everything that you've done. Congratulations. I am very honored and humbled that you have accepted this invitation to be honored. It is so very well deserved.